What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome to Not Your Status Quo. Tonight, we are at the theater for an at the theater review of Kraven the Hunter. Now, gentlemen, this is a night we've been waiting for. It is another Sony Marvel movie.
In December, even.
The cinematic event that is the end of the Sony Spider-Verse. I mean, it's going to wrap up all of these plot threads. It's bringing everything together. This is going to be like one of those moments you never forget in the theater. It is
that what
where
you think is gonna happen?
Where were you when Kraven killed off the Sony Spider-Verse? And we're going to say...
Is this a moment? Where were you when Kraven entered the Spider-Verse?
100% yes.
I was right here in front of the Gladiator standee. This is in honor of Russell Crowe, by the way, being in both movies. Well, you know he's not in this movie, but he was a gladiator. Anyway.
I mean, hype levels off the charts. We know with Sony's, ability to take Spider-Man villains and make solo movies, that we're in for a treat.
Ability.
And there's such complex characters, and I can't wait to see the depth that we're going to see in this plot. It's going to be incredible.
Look, our bar right now is sitting at like below sea level with Venom 3, which I'm pretty sure we said in that review, don't go to the theater and see it.
Yes.
Prior to that, it was Madam Web. Before that, it was Morbius. I mean,
Yeah.
They don't have the best track record so far for these Sony Marvel movies, so...
But Blind Squirrels?
Sure.
Broken Clock?
Hey, okay, all right,
Okay.
all right.
Well, you know what? Let's go watch it,
All right.
and then we can let these fine people know what our opinion is.
Right
Good
on.
idea.
You five people, hold your breath. Well, you don't have a tin.
I don't. For whatever reason, Sony didn't market this with a tin.
It wasn't even in the Super EMAX.
I know, how weird.
That was
We
a
had
bit
to
odd.
go to a regular theater like peasants.
With standard resolution. Not even 4:3 sepia. It's terrible. But I gotta tell you guys, I was pleasantly surprised.
I mean, it was better than I thought it was going to be. There was still some really chunky dialogue.
How
There
good
was-
did you think it was going to be?
I thought it was going to be like a 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting as well.
A hill higher than I thought it was going to be. I really thought I was thinking bottom of the barrel. Like seriously, after watching the trailers and everything, the trailer, which by the way got taken down off of YouTube, so all of you fine people couldn't even see us talking about it. But after seeing that, I had zero hope that this was going to be anything watchable at all. But honestly, I was surprised. I think I'm in the same camp as you, Dave.
Yeah, I was entertained. We only made fun of it a few times.
Yeah.
We did have some Mystery Science Theater
Oh,
3000
yeah.
moments. And don't get me wrong, there's some dialogue scenes where how that made the editing, the final edit of this movie, I don't understand.
Yeah.
The plot was simple, predictable, but
There were also a couple of ADR moments like what we heard in Madam Web. It wasn't as bad, thankfully. I guess they learned their lesson with that, but it was still
Nobody
when they
drove to
didn't.
Peru in a
No,
stolen
nobody
cab.
drove to Peru in a stolen cab. But many crimes were still done.
Yeah, and well, he's not a good guy.
No.
And that's one thing I liked about it. I'm not spoiling anything, but they really didn't paint him as a good guy.
No.
So I respect that.
I think this is probably one of the first. Well, how many Venom is really the only villain movie that they've done, I guess.
so they made him.
Yeah.
Well, even in the Venom movie, they made him the lethal protector.
Yeah. He was more of like a good guy. This one, I think they're like, okay, we're gonna make it rated R. Everyone is gonna know he is not a good guy. You know, it's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be.
He thought he was a good guy, but he honestly wasn't. And
No.
it was pretty hyper violent at times.
Oh yeah.
The action
It
scenes
earned
were
that
pretty
rated
good.
R.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Especially in that one scene.
I think Aaron Taylor Johnson was about the only one who gave a complete performance. Some of the other people phoned in some scenes, and it was.
Oh,
I mean,
Some questionable wardrobe malfunctions.
Calypso.
yeah.
Who's in this movie?
Calypso.
Are you kidding me? Say it again.
What is that girl's name?
Calypso.
Oh, okay, now we know who she is. She must be important to the plot. They've only said her name 15 times in 3 minutes span. But all problems aside, I didn't hate sitting there watching it.
Yeah,
I
same.
mean,
It was entertaining.
there was times where I was like, this
Yeah.
is pretty good.
You know, when he was running around, you know, just decimating people.
Doing stuff.
Yeah, when he was just running around being Kraven the Hunter. I think those were some of the more enjoyable parts of the movie. No dialogue to make fun of, just him stabbing people with tiger's teeth. So.
Yeah, and he didn't have to be like a wordsmith. He didn't have to be
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
a really intelligent being. He worked on instinct.
One more thing that I will say in the positive category.
Okay.
I will say that this is probably the best we could have hoped for a live action Rhino. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
shame that it was wasted on this movie, but well, come on, look at what we had in comparison.
Wait, are you just saying about the CGI?
Yeah,
that was?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, that I can agree.
Yes.
I thought you were talking the character of the Rhino?
how he went about it, that was dumb as hell.
Okay, good.
That was a copycat.
That was reverse Bane.
Yes.
Well, no spoilers.
I didn't even put the no spoilers
one's
tag on
even
the
gonna see
thumbnail.
this movie.
Nobody's gonna see this. People are gonna see this on Netflix like in 2 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. They already got the art for the steel box, so we
Oh
know.
god.
I have
But,
it pre-ordered.
There is no post-credit scene, so you don't have to stay around for anything like that if you do decide to go see it. But should we rate it, gentlemen?
Yeah.
I'm giving it a 5, and I don't want to hear like the Morbius stuff I've heard for the last 3 years. I don't want to hear it. I know that
He's gonna hear it.
it was an entertaining movie. Had a simple plot. They went through the plot. They had some gaps in the dialogue. They had a few moments, but what movie doesn't have a few moments?
Calypso.
Calypso, but it wasn't over the top bad. So I'm giving it a 5. It's a very average movie.
Weirdly enough, I'm also going to give it a 5. So now you got to give crap to both of us.
Thank God. I'm gonna give this a 4.5, only because while it's entertaining for a Sony villain movie, was it really that great? No.
Oh no.
Is
no,
it
no.
something that if it's on TV, will I watch it? Yes.
Yeah.
I will definitely watch this again. Where I won't do that with some of these others.
Same.
It had moments that I was found myself getting invested a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they would do something, kind of pull me out, and I'd be like, okay, not everything, can be, the Penguin.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Hardly.
I mean, overall, I think you can't see it on the biggest screen, but seeing it at the theaters, I almost think is worth it.
Oh, yeah.
At least one viewing, coming to the theater and seeing it up on the big screen with the sound and.
I gotta say, it's a rare event that we would suggest because I literally remember your words from the last Sony Marvel movie review. Do not see this movie. Don't give them money. Don't let them get away with this.
Yeah. And at least this was an improvement.
Yeah.
And of course, it is supposedly the end of the Sonyverse.
For better or worse, I guess.
Now, is that because they've made a deal with Marvel post, multiverse, do something, let it take over? Who knows? Or they're just,
Honestly, I think they're putting all their eggs in the Spider-Verse basket. I think they think that's what they're going to live off of going forward. It's going to be, they're going to milk the Spider-Verse animated movies for as much as they can.
So anyone who was waiting for a Sinister Six,
Oh no.
not gonna happen.
But hold up now. This is like Sony's ultimate mission. They are going to give us a Sinister Six, whether you want it or not.
In what form? They've given up on the villain verse.
Reboot time.
Trust me, there'll be some executive somewhere in Sony who's
Right,
like,
exactly.
let me pitch you guys an idea. The problem you guys did is single villain movies. Let's just do the Sinister Six with nothing else. We'll reboot right to that. And you're like, yeah.
Absolutely
you know
no
what?
build-up. Just we're gonna do it like Suicide Squad, but worse.
But hey, if you saw it, what did you think? I mean, you heard what we thought.
Yeah.
And hey, let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you next time on Not Your Status Quo. Da-da-da.
Hey fellow nerds, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of this stuff, make sure that you check out our Twitch stream. We try to do these live Sunday or Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep an eye on our social media to find out when you can join in live and chat with us during these live streams. Also, as usual, don't forget to check out our other social media. Add us at Twitter, comment down below, and we'll see you next time right here on Not Your Status Quo.